Oi, why does bad things keep happening to me? It would be very narcissistic for me to think that bad things always happen to me. Like bad things are happening to everybody else, bro. But then there's people that bad things happen that we can collectively say that that's a bad thing. Like for example, if there's a kid and both their parents are on illicit substances and then neglecting the child, or the parents have some sort of a mental illness that allows that sort of stops them from taking good care of that person, or they're just in a very bad environment. In that environment, things are always hectic. That kid has no control, bro, of his environment. He was just unlucky to be born with such terrible people. We can collectively say that that person who was uh, abused and it's not, their will is. I'm not one of those people that say, "Oh, you chose this life." Those spiritual, pretentious people. You chose this. I was one of those kids, bro. Right, being born in a refugee camp. Your friend is dying. This is all happening while we're all kids. You're losing your grandparents, your uncle, your aunties. Everything is just hard. If I had that mindset of why is everything bad just happening to me, I'll miss the blessings. And I know, just like the kid I used uh, previously, the kid who was born with parents that are both incompetent and just neglects him and let him down, that kid probably does have some blessings as well, you know. And I can't discuss the blessings and say, oh, but you got to be grateful for this. That's not my place to speak of that stuff. But I can say, if bad things happen to you all the time and you have the power to change it, do it. If you don't have the power to change it, then it would be such a horrible thing, probably the worst thing possible, for someone to blame that person who has no power to change their lives. That's it, bro. If you're someone who's pretentious, thinking, oh, bad things always happen to me, and I say, oh, what are those bad things? Well, my car broke down. Bro, you have a car? You can sell that shit for parts, and maybe it's time for you to get a motorcycle or something. Learn how to ride a motorbike. It could be a blessing, bro. You'll become one of the best motorbike riders ever, and before you know it, you're doing wheelies, bro. So that bad situation of your car broken down turned into you being one of the sickest bike riders. Cause look at it that way. Oh, I lost this, and I lost my child, and I lost this child. Hey, you're gonna be introduced to someone who might even change your life, bro. Better than anyone would have. I was gonna say better than your child would have. Oh my fucking god. I'm gonna end this, bro. But the point is, if you keep looking on the negative side, bro, then you're just seeing the same number. It's like that the phenomenon of seeing the same number over and over again because you're focusing on it. If you focus all on the bad, when something good happens, you just sort of brush it off and not even acknowledge it, you know. But if you acknowledge one good and you see another good, no matter how small it is, eventually, Baji, just like when I was a refugee, I start to acknowledge the little goods. Okay, maybe going to Australia is a good thing. Okay, maybe moving to a nice neighborhood like where I grew up was a good thing. Okay, maybe being friends with this person, even though I lost somebody in the past, maybe, it's a good thing. Everything, I started to count the good, the positive. Even though there were times where the negative, the bad things outweigh the good, I sort of, balance the two. So I'm not saying ignore the negative and not to acknowledge them, but don't completely negate the positive because everything just looks bad. I used to look for number 47 everywhere I went. I would notice number 47 everywhere without missing it. And then one day that just came to an end and I didn't even see any number. Right now I'm looking at 12, 40, 21, 7, 2, 2024. No 47 inside. Oh, there is a 47, you see? Where? 4, 47. Bye bye.